Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and your Sunday series. Today, it's going to be another bunch of games from Florencio. We're going to call it Go With The Flow. Welcome to the first edition of Go With The Flow, at least under that name. If you're looking for more Florencio games cast by Falcon Paladin, I created a playlist for this. So look at my playlist. I know there are a lot, but just look for Go With The Flow. All right, so game number one here is going to be the red Zerg player. His name is Black Flash, which for a second there I thought was Blackfish, which is the name of a character on Game of Thrones. He's a great character, man. And I'm pretty sure he's dead, though. He got an off-screen death, which means maybe he's not dead. Anyway, it's dumb. And in the top left-hand corner is the blue Protoss player, Sewerville, which is an alt for Florencio. Ever since Pig gave him the name of Sewer Mermaid, he's really fallen in love with it. Really enjoys being called that and going by that name. He's not doing the worker rush, though. This is just one probe. He's got stuff back home. He's got a forge coming up. And look at this. Look at this Zerg player not drone scouting. Because he's like, it's totally fine. Everything's cool. I don't need to know what's going on the other side of the map. I'll just use overlords to get there. And by the time I get there, nothing bad will happen. Look, man. I'm here to tell you, bad stuff happens if you don't worker scout against Protoss, you don't worker scout against Terran. Zerg, I will give you a pass on worker scouting Zerg. Just do what you're going to do. I don't know that scouting really helps all that much in that matchup anyway. But seriously, for these two, just do it. I know the pros don't, but you need to do it. All right, so second probe scouts on in here, scoots on in here, and we're going to do, is that a 3? They got it! He got the block. He got the block on the top here. Bunch of drones getting pulled off the wall to try to deal with this thing. And I really like that he got a nice little bead on this probe early. Black Flash did see what was going on. Did keep that probe in sight. That meant that this probe had to be the one to get the stuff done, and he's later than he normally would be. Man, there's a queen in production. There are cannons on the way. These drones are hammering away at these pylons, trying to get these things down. I like the attack sound that drones make. Ooh, they got one of the probes when they're attacking. Meow, meow. It's cool. It's very metallic, and I kind of like it. So 2 pylons down, but still one here, which is a major problem as it's still powering these cannons. And high ground at this point, I mean, definitely belongs to Florencio. These drones? No. You can't. Ow, 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 ow. Ow. Oh, he trapped him in. Oh, that's brutal. Oh, Florencio. He traps those drones in there to kill them, then cancels the buildings. He gets a bit of a refund. Queen taking serious shots to her carapace. Bam, bam, bam. Gonna go ahead and try to take down this pylon. Does have the range here. Queen actually pretty important to keeping Black Flash alive at this stage. So the natural base, I think, is gonna die. I'm not sure there's much saving that. But it's 1 base to 1 base, which is super bad. We are actually going for a Cybercore back home. Florencio is taking up at the stage, recognizing can't really kill the Zerg player here, but killing is natural. It's going to be easy peasy, and then we'll just go ahead and move on from this point. Yeah, so the hatch is down. Black Flash is in the unenviable position of being on 1 base versus a Protoss player who has 22 workers. Black Flash has 15. Resources lost are definitely going to hurt here for Florencio with the loss of these buildings, but he's basically just in a generally good position. And guess what? He's going into Stargate, because of course he is, because of course that's how Florencio rocks. He's going into a Stargate. I have heard that he started using control groups, which is very interesting, as for a while there, he had no interest in control groups. He just played so strangely that players just didn't know what to do with him. But he's starting to actually use some of the things that Blizzard gave us to make the game easier, so it's good. It's good news. That's what it is. This probe, wow, you're really looking for somebody who's hiding back here? Might as well. I mean, I guess when you're the one who does a ton of cheesing, it's not that weird for you to expect someone else to cheese. Stealing that gas was, I guess, maybe to make sure Ravagers are harder to get. Simulator is going to go down. Black Flash is double expanding to his natural and taking a 3rd base now at the 4-minute mark. So you know what? Black Flash kind of like this. He's basically like, based on how much was invested there from Sewerville, he can't really show up with a huge army at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and tech up. I'm going to drone up. I'm going to expand a bunch of times, and we'll be just fine. I don't need an army at this stage. I'm not getting through this wall anyway with Zerglings, or maybe some roaches could get across the map, but they're just slow, and I imagine there will be something responding to that as well. And by golly, this is going to be a Void Ray. So yeah, no surprise. Got Void Rays coming out from Florencio. The Void Ray, oh, the Overlord absolutely sees that Void Ray. All right, so at this point, Black Flash is glad he has a lair, because Hydras are the answer to Void Rays. Hydras eat Void Rays for breakfast every day. Yum, 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 yum. They eat them up. They are delicious. Now, transferring some of these drones in the natural base would be fantastic, Black Flash. I'm not sure where your camera is right now, buddy. Buddy? See how you're incredibly oversaturated? Whoa! Whoa! He cancels the third base. Is he transferring some guys down here? Still not transferring some guys down here. Wait, hold on. He's not transferring. He isn't making stuff. He's just using drones to make buildings, and that's where his drone count is going. Very weird. Very weird. All right, so 2 Void Rays on the way. Queen production should pretty much be consistent at this point for Black Flash, but he's not doing it. He's getting spores, which is nice. He's not taking to a Hydra Den. He's not making queens. I don't know about this, man. I really am concerned about your ability to survive this situation just by going for a Spire and getting 1 spore per base and having 3 queens. Now look, 3 queens is real scary for Void Rays, because queens are not armored. They don't take the bonus damage from Void Rays when they are in the prismatic alignment mode. Overlords are armored. Yes, buildings are all armored. Yes, roaches are armored. That's why they're all good against these things, but not good against queens. They don't trade effectively at all. Of course, again, trading effectively, you don't have to do it if you just have more stuff than the other player, right? Marines trade really effectively versus Zerglings, but if you have 15 Zerglings and 2 Marines, you're going to lose out on that trade, 100%. No saving it there. All right, so Sewerville, my friend, is just hanging out with his Void Rays, just trying to make sure no third bases are going down for Black Flash. He's like, I will play 2 base versus 2 base against you forever and ever. Gonna make a couple Oracles, maybe for some Revelation here. Oh, additionals. Additional Stargates in production now, too. By the way, if you want to catch Florencio doing this stuff on Twitch, he's out there a lot. There's a link to his Twitch channel in the description. He is a very fun dude to hang out with. And he just has fun on a ladder. And I mean, isn't that what we all should be doing, is having fun on ladder? I think that's the case. I think I need to have more fun on ladder and less being mad about stuff on ladder. Alright, so Void Ray decides finally to sneak on in. Dude, Corruptors are not the answer, Black Flash. Corruptors are armored. Remember what I said about armored stuff? Armored stuff is real bad against Void Rays. However, ow, 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 ow. Queen DPS is really good against Void Rays. I think this Void Ray is dead. Are you gonna recall it? No? Alright, bye. Free Void Ray. Did scout the Spire, though, which is pretty good stuff. And making Phoenix. Triple pumping Phoenix now. Sewerville. Maybe he was hoping to force some Mutalisks, but Black Flash accidentally countering exactly what is going on here. Dude, the fact that he's not transferring his workers is killing me. Black Flash. See this red? You know you could turn that off, actually, in the options. It's very possible he has that turned off and doesn't know he's completely oversaturated on his main. But there's nobody here at his natural. How do you not see this? It's like the Cinnamon Toast Crunch commercials from back in the day. Can adults see why kids like the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch? And the adults are like, no. Because that's how you advertise to kids, is you show them how dumb adults are. It's really quite effective. Anyway, the Corruptors are moving out. Are they going to try to, like, what is going on? Why are you sending Corruptors on their own out across the map? I don't get it. Black Flash does not get a third base. No base for you. And the Corruptors are like, hey, we're going to, I guess, fight against these Phoenix. Which, again, Phoenix good against, or bad against Corruptor, unless the numbers really favor the Phoenix here. And by golly, they do. They don't do bonus damage versus the Corruptors, but it takes a lot of shots for Phoenix to kill a Corruptor, as we can see here, but actually whittling them down. I just don't... And you can't run from them either, man. Phoenix are fast. They are a unit you cannot flee from. They will kill you because they can fire while shooting. Fire while shooting, fire while moving. Ow. That might have been game ending here for Black Flash. I don't know what he does other than use his queens in awesome ways. Queen Corruptor fighting up, retaking his third base at a position where it just was a second ago. Hoping that the Void Rays are not still there, I guess. Mass Oracle now. Really getting good use out of these Stargates. I want to point out, Oracle's actually getting DPS down on this third hatch. Void Ray shows up, does have Prismatic Alignment, decides not to use it. Phoenix fly in, killing Overlord, trying to supply block. Black Flash can't quite do it. But the third base does get sniped down, actually canceled, as it was under construction. While there's a bit of a lull hill, I do want to turn your attention to the Falcon Paladin Hour. It is a weekly podcast with me and Samacron. He's an Australian. We put together a 2-hour-long podcast about Endgame last week. So if you're interested in hearing my thoughts on Endgame, it's going to be in there. It is a lot of stuff to talk about. It's a very long film. But yeah, just search Falcon Paladin in your podcast app on your smartphone. We are in every podcast app ever known to man. And yeah, we're also on the internet. Player FM has a website. What's the one? Pod Life or something. There are a lot of websites with a variation of Pod where you can find the podcast too. We're just out there on everything. And it's free. Did I mention it's totally and completely and utterly free? Because it is. Every week. Free content for you. Alright, Phoenix cruising around, not doing much of anything. Oracle is going to try to snipe down this new third base attempt. Black Flash does not get a third base. I think Florencio's entire goal in life at this point is to make sure that the Zerg player does not get a third. And there it is. Now, Oracles are horrible against Corruptors because they can't shoot up. So they definitely need to flee. And they are faster than Corruptors, so that's fine. See, Corruptors are tanky and they hit hard, so that's why they're slow. Again, it's a general principle in StarCraft is if you hit hard and you're tanky, you're a slow unit. And if you hit lightly and you're squishy, you're fast. That said, Phoenix with their bonus damage versus light make them pretty fantastic against certain targets. I guess that's the same thing for like Zerglings that are fast. They're really good against certain other stuff. Third base again for Black Flash. Double expanding. He's like, maybe if I... Oh, this is so bad. Expand at double places, I won't lose both of them. And you know what? It might actually be the case here. Ow. 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 Oracle down. Ooh, the angling here on these Corruptors is pretty good. And the recall home. Very smart recall home on that one. Alright, so Black Flash, at the 12-minute mark of this game, is going to get a third base. What are we working on over here? I'm going to guess Charge Lots. Yeah, it's Charge Lots here from Florencio. Charge Lot Oracle Void Ray is a pretty interesting composition and pretty difficult to deal with for Zerg. I've been killed by it before. I got Mass Oracled and I held it, but then a bunch of Charge Lots showed up and I was like, yeah, these hiders I made for the Oracles are not going to be enough. Goodbye. Oh, that's the worst possible time for that Spore Crawler to reburrow. When these poor drones are... These drones are all dead. Yeah, that's too many Corruptors, though. Remember, in even numbers, the Phoenix are dead. Finally taking a third base, Mr. Florencio. Phoenix cruising down the right side of the map. They're just fast, is what they are. They're really hard to catch here. Does end up scouting an infestation pit Black Flash is going for. He's at 100 supply. Florencio's at 125. And here comes our mass Void Ray setup here. Did you not get... I'm realizing now these aren't Warp Gates. The heck, Florencio? Why are you not getting Warp Gate? You are an insane human being. It's just sitting here. It's just sitting here ready to go. Alright, I guess Void Ray's coming in. I guess Warp Gate is for chumps. Third base down again. The entire position. Oh gosh. No. Okay, so Prismatic Alignment wears off there. That means the Corruptors are a little bit better against these Void Rays. If they want to fight them, it looks like they do. The Corruptors decide to get on out of there. Nobody's interested in super fighting here. The problem for Black Flash is he's invested a ton of stuff into Corruptors, which do not shoot down. And also, focusing down individual Void Rays at a time is a good thing to do here. The Void Rays are kind of doing it, but not really there either. And as a result, man, even without Prismatic Alignment, Void Rays are pretty good against Corruptors. Ooh, actually moving the wounded one back here. Holy smokes, Black Flash. Intelligent play. But now the Prismatic Alignment is here, and everybody's going to die. And that bonus damage, it's like +8 damage versus armored units or 6. It's an insanely good number. And it's only temporary, but still. Alright, Black Flash got a third, you guys. It is official. Third base is up and running. He's got Queens defending. He has a Spore Crawler defending it here, too. And at this point, the army supply is 79 to 50. These are Charge Lots. These are probes transferring down to the third base. It's a 3-base to 3-base economy, and overall, Florencio's done a great job keeping himself on even bases with the Zerg player. Really, no offense at all out of Black Flash in this game. He's been defending for so long. Oh boy, here come the Zealots. I don't know what it's going to do with the Zealots, guys. I'm trying to figure this out, and I'm looking on the Units tab, and the Units tab says there are 10 queens. There are 10 queens here, guys. Not that base. Go get the other one. So that base is canceled. Ah, the Phoenix! No, why? Oh, not good for you guys. All right, so here come the Zealots fighting. The Transfuses are actually pretty good here out of Black Flash. Guess who's over here, though? Void Rays are taking down that third while this is happening. Good multi-pronged harass. Multi-pronged attacks here out of Florencio. I think these queens are gonna die. There's too much. There is too much. It snowballs real fast at about this point. And that's your GG. The third base is down. Black Flash is on exactly 2 bases. 1 base of mining these lings. Do they have any upgrades at all? No, they are slow lings versus charge lots. Oh, the massacre. Lots of fire on the ground there from these mechanical Zerglings. Drones going down. Say, hey, some mutas. Hey! You know what's pretty good against charge lots is Mutalisk. Wow, Black Flash had a ton of resources. Look how many mutas did he make? 16 mutas, I guess. Okay, but I mean, Black Flash has 39 drones. Where the heck are they? Is this all of them? Yeah, it looks like that may very well be all of them. All right, so back to work. Back to work it is. Meanwhile, Corruptors are using Caustic Spray to take down cannons. Ah, but the Void Rays. But the Prismatic Alignment Void Rays. That is just the sound of Corruptors dying real fast. Mutalisks flying about trying to find stuff to do. Honestly, taking down those Phoenix are a pretty big priority. You know what? This Zerg player is looking okay right now. I have to say, these Mutalisks are not really countered by much. Obviously, pumping out Phoenix as fast as possible is Florencio, because that is your answer here. Again, the speed, the bonus versus light is everything you need to deal with Mutas if you have the right control for it. Muta's taking down cannons, taking shots from cannons in the meantime, which is not... Oh, dude, if you're going to take that much damage from the cannon, you have to take it down. All right, here comes the Florencio. Killing some overlords. Black Flash is not really in danger of being... supply blocked anytime soon here. Drones are running for their lives. I think that's it. I think we're done at this stage. I mean, Black Flash, he is... Mutas are actually okay. Mutas just came in, and I think they took care of the Void Rays. The Phoenix are doing their work, but they're getting picked off a little bit here, too. Stop pursuing. Stop it. Cannon's doing some work. Army supply 58 to 36. Black Flash trying to take a third in the top right, where he's been unable to do so this entire game, is hang on to a third base. Yeah, Corruptors in the front. That's what we need here, is Corruptors in the front. Cannon's getting sniped down, getting some volleys off here on these Phoenix. Muta goes down. Really, got to keep those Corruptors in the front, man. Those Mutas will die so fast to these Phoenix, really. No question about it. Not really working out for you, is it here, Black Flash? Phoenix getting picked off. For some reason, Florencio has got more charge lots down here. They are putting in serious work. 3 kills on that guy, 1 kill on that guy, 0 kills on that guy. How? I don't know, but they're chasing those drones. No, don't lead them to your secret base. Don't do it, drones. Drones, I know you're trying to run for your lives, but you're revealing your secret base to these zealots. Oh, makes the juke, but oh, he sees the... Hold on, did he see that? You saw just a bit of creep. I think that's enough to know if he looks up there. Anyway, Black Flash is going for more Mutalisks, guys. Interesting stuff. Dark Templar on the way now. Do you have detection, Mr. Black Flash? This might be it for you. Do you have detection anywhere but your main base? The answer is no. Ah, see, Zealots do know about this base. The drones recognize they really can't fight against these guys. The lift and the kill. Somehow Black Flash still has 21 workers. I don't know where they are. Is this all of them here? Nope. And he's got the one hiding there. He's got some down here. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Here's the most of them. Are they long distance mining? Just use these patches. You can put a bunch here. There we go. There we go. Some of them are going here. Some of them are long distance mining. Black Flash does not have enough to make another base, which is really not good for him at all. Mutas are trying to harass here, but the Phoenix are playing defensively right now. I mean, they're doing a pretty good job trying to take down the assimilator, taking minimal shots here from the cannons, but the Phoenix are present. You really need to go somewhere else, and they decide to go ahead and move on to greener pastures. Yeah, I mean, at this stage, I don't think Black Flash has it. He's going for a greater spire, which is an interesting choice. I don't know where the DTs are. Are these them? Here are the DTs. All right, so this base is being used by exactly 3 drones right now, but it's going to be a big-time pickup anyway here for Florencio. Mutas do find some unguarded probes. Man, when there's Mutas out, you can't just have unguarded probes like this. Bad stuff will happen to you. Flow is down to 73 total supply, 25 workers. Hatch is going to fall to these Dark Templar, but this reveals to Black Flash that DTs are out, and we have an Overseer on the way, which is genius. Genius stuff. Again, the problem here is income. I mean, Florencio, he is effectively working on 2 bases. Kind of. All right, maybe it's really a 1-base type scenario. So the income, it's more even than I thought it would be. Really, taking this 3rd base for approximately the 17th time in this game. That may be an exaggeration, but whatever. Flow's lost 19,000 resources. Black Flash has lost 17,000. A lot closer than I expected at this stage. Honestly, Archons in production. I love Archons versus Mutalisks. Yeah, this composition is the best anti-Muta you're going to see. Archon Phoenix is just brutal to these guys. This might be the killing blow right here. This is Florencio with a ton of Archons. They don't have upgrades, but I don't think it really matters. Not against the Mutas that also have 0 upgrades and will clump up on these dudes like crazy. Yeah, nothing's going to stop these Archons at all. Rip Black Flash. I mean, he's got a a Broodlord out. But, oh, the massacre. The Archons doing splash damage, bonus damage, versus biological, versus everything here. Oh, no. Florencio throwing out the bad manner with the easy. Black Flash responds with some good manner in the face of the bad manner. And the Archons are serious businessman. 8 kills, 8 kills, 8 kills, 4 kills, 3 kills, 4 kills. 1 kill, Slacker there, and he's out. Yeah, definitely weird stuff. That's what we're here for. Go with the Flow, is for the weird stuff. Fits the bill. Fits the bill without question. All right, we got more. We have more Florencio coming up. That's what it is for the Sunday series. Go with the Flow stuff. Don't go anywhere. We shall return momentarily. Game 2 of Go with the Flow is going to be between Sander and Sewerville, who is still Florencio. Dun, 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 top right-hand corner, New Repugnancy, the red Protoss player, Florencio. And in the bottom left-hand corner is the blue Terran player, Sander. Sander Clegane, right? A lot of Game of Thrones on my mind right now. It is Sunday, and as a result, Game of Thrones is coming through strong. My goodness, it's almost over. Can't believe it. I mean, I only started watching it after Season 3, but it's still been a long time. Are we lagging? Sometimes the replays do this. I don't understand what it is. I'm not connecting. I mean, at least I don't think I'm connecting to a server. Maybe I'm totally connecting to a server. Amazing. Alright, so probe comes in. What is your plan? It's going to be double. Okay, interesting. Double gateway opening. Versus our friendly neighborhood Terran player here, Sander. I think it's Sandor. S-A-N-D-O-R, Clegane for the Hound, but whatever. Love that guy. I honestly would watch an entire show of him just wandering the countryside with young Arya. Like murdering people for chicken. And teaching her how to fight. Ah, good times. Hey, fake cannon rush. Look at this. Now, here's the question. Has anybody done the math on this? If you force a ton of workers off the line to kill a pylon, that's a lot of lost mining time, right? Oh, it's a Nexus. Oh, snap. Nexus rush attempt, baby. All right, so back to the original question. Has somebody figured this out, right? If you pull off 4 or 5 SCVs to kill a pylon that's warping in, how much lost mining time is that? Versus what does it cost the Protoss player back home if they're actually not cannon rushing, right? If they're cannon rushing, it destroys their plans and they're done. But if it's just a feint, if it's just a fake out, does it actually make sense to do it? I mean, if it made sense to do it, it was clearly something that you should do against Terran players just because they have to be safe anyway, then I think we'd see it a lot more. I think more pros would do it, but we don't. So I think the answer to that, just based on the world around us, I'm going to say no. It's not, but it's kind of fun anyway. I mean, it's always fun to put the fear of cannon rush into your opponents regardless. And this is definitely an attempt at a Nexus rush, but it's not going to happen. This is not going to finish. I mean, he's making the Zealots, though. This really feels like a Nexus rush, except for the fact that he built it right in the middle of town square. And Sander totally saw it and shut it down with a Marine and a handful of SCVs. So, I mean, he's slowed down a little bit, but overall, he's kind of shut down what Florencio was going for here, I think. Time for 3 Zealots to move out across the map. Which, usually, this is going to be like a Zealot and a Stalker, but Cybernetics Core is just now getting started for Florencio, so go figure on that one. Zealots pushing little dog thing out of the way. Bye, little dog thing. Glad you're not dead. So you can't kill that except with splash damage. They made it a map feature. So it's like trees. You can't target the trees and kill them, but if there's splash damage hitting them, they'll catch on fire and die. Same thing for these little animals. Now, Sanders one base in it, okay? He's like, I saw all this from the Protoss player. I'm going to kill him by one base attacking him because he put a lot of resources into that Nexus that failed and the pylon that failed and these 3 Zealots that did nothing here. And he's expanding, which means he doesn't have anything for an army right now at all. I show up with a couple tanks, maybe a couple Banshees. As Cloak Banshee here from Sander. I'm loving it. I'm loving this out of Sander. You'll notice that Florencio for a second there had 0 APM. That's because Florencio games are not about being GM. They're not about being pro. They're about weird creative strategies and weird games. That's exactly what they're here for. Now, Cloak Banshees are going to show up. And Robotic Facility, there we go. If Florencio was not making this and wasn't making a Stargate, he's pretty much dead. Or a Forge, I guess. There are multiple ways you can get there, but there are times I've seen Protoss players not get any of those things, have no avenue for detection at all, and a Cloak Banshee shows up and they're like, I'm super mega ultra dead. Alright, so Banshee moving on out, and honestly, this is oh, there's a Forge. Never mind. Forge is way up here. Cannon's already coming in. So natural base, fairly unprotected. One cannon is just now getting started here. And you know what? I think he's going to be all right. Did he scout this? Did that Nexus let him know? Yeah, he did. The Nexus was a scouting Nexus and did see that there's a starport here with a tech lab on it. That is moderately hilarious. I don't know what to tell you right now. All right, so the Zealots are scouting Zealots because they're not getting through this wall. That's for sure. They're here to see if a natural base is done. Banshee can't quite find an angle. Actually, you know what? If you set up like right here and just hammer these guys, right? I think you're okay. Observer in production now, but you have a bit of a window to get something done. But he decides, nah, let's not risk this Banshee's life. We'll come in later when he's maybe not ready for it. But this army supply getting a little bit scary for the Terran player. We're at a total of 26 to 15. So he's got tanks, he's got Marines, he's going for a natural base now, which just seems like, man, I don't know what you're defending against here. You really got to push, and he is. It looks like he's going to move down at the very... Is he bringing his SCVs for an attack? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right, so Zealots go down. They take a Marine with them. But Sanders says, I'm going to bring my SCVs as meat shields, and you are going to die. It's 25 to 9 army supply I don't know what Florencio does to survive this push. It's a little bit slow. He's got some time to react here. He is throwing up cannons. He's going to lose his natural, right? There's no question about that. His natural is toast. Maybe with amazing force fields and maybe with... what comes out of that Stargate that helps you win? Maybe a Tempest? Would be interesting. Observer says the army's here and he brought SCVs. This is an extremely scary, ginormous army. Alright, SCVs attacking that cannon. Not the best use of your abilities, SCVs. Ooh, taking the splash damage too. There we go. That was a little bit sloppy from Sander, but the natural base is going to die. Now tanks firing on the high ground. They've got vision up there. We're going to take down these cannons. The Banshees are going to while away on that gateway too. And it is going to be a Disruptor and a Void Ray here from Florencio. Brings a tank down and gets repair on it. Oh, that's insanely good. Wait. Keep repairing. Keep repairing. Take down those stalkers. This is a hero tank. Hero, I tell you. No, keep firing up there. Banshees. Bring it over. Oh, snap. Where's your anti-air? Where are your Marines? Bringing them up. Bringing the Marines up to fire on the Void Ray, forcing them back. And our hero tank is going to die. This Void Ray trying to hold it against these Marines does end up going down. More Stalkers coming out right now. This is really dangerous stuff for Florencio, but he's alive at this point, which is great. Purification Nova comes down, catches all of the SCVs, but how much does it really matter right now? This tank has 5 kills. Dude, give it high vision. Give him high vision. Banshees, get up there. There you go. Depowering the robotics facility, depowering this gateway and the cybernetics core. Here comes Hero Disruptor again, and the Marines die. So another Void Ray. A Void Ray's going to have a great time with this. There's nothing here that can shoot up whatsoever. Sander is sending some reinforcements up, but they needed to get here about 2 minutes ago. And as a result, 7-kill siege tank does get wrecked. Banshees have to retreat. Tank firing on in. Where are the rest of your anti-air guys? Oh, there's a Viking. Seems pretty good. Ow. Void Rays are forced to retreat here. Meanwhile, Sander has expanded back home. He is not making anything else, unfortunately. He's not making... Oh, he's making SCVs now, kind of. Wow. Yeah, what you need here is Marine tank, but you don't have enough Marine tank, Sander. I mean, that was extremely touch and go for Florencio, though, there for just a second. Alright, so Void Ray down, which means Banshee's better, which means Marine's better, which means actually Sander holds that. By hold, I mean he is still firing on. Dude, losing that cybernetics core is a big friggin' deal, and you're not going to save it either. Sander is basically on gateway tech with a Stargate right now. 26 to 21 workers. Florencio has a lead. But Marine tank, I think, should be enough to win this thing. These Banshees have been putting in work. I don't think they officially have kills. Yeah, I love removing the gas here from Florencio, too. Making it harder for him to make Void Rays is brilliant. Go, Marines. Fight. Win. Don't chase into the cannons, though. Don't chase into the cannons. Banshees, you have Cloak. Banshees, you have Cloak. Get over there and take down that assimilator. I command you now in the name of Falcon Paladin. Oh, they're chasing down that Void Ray. They're flying over cannons. No, that's not good. So cannon down. I don't know, Florencio, how do you get out of this? I'm watching to see if you have anything flying across the map. Like a Void Ray that's going to base race here, but Sander needs to send additional units across the map. He is bringing more Marines and more tanks over, but effectively he's a 1-base economy right now with only 24 workers, which means he is fully saturated at his main, really oversaturated too. What is with Florencio's opponents refusing to saturate their bases? I don't get it. Marines, my gosh, Marines are so good against Void Rays. It's insane. It makes no sense how good they are. Observer gets picked off for some reason. Where did my Banshees go? They flew down there and did not die. Wow, so both of these Void Rays are in extremely low HP right now. This main nexus of Florencio, I don't know if they're saving it. Here come the probes! No, they have to surround. Where are the Banshees? Help keep them alive. Banshees? Oh my gosh, the Void Rays coming in, finish them off. The probe pull saves the day, but there are no workers remaining here. Oh no. Florencio, no workers, has the money to make more. That is his saving grace. His army consists of exactly 2 Void Rays. Sander's making 3 Marines at a time. Does he have any turrets? Some turrets would be beautiful. Going for a 3rd base? What part of you should go for a 3rd base makes any sense right now? Oh boy. Alright, well, 3 Marines, not ample, turns out, to deal with these Void Rays, even if they are severely injured. Ah, Sander, you had it, and you threw it away. You threw it away. Letting these Void Rays kill you. There are so many options. Widowmine's interesting. Widowmine's interesting here from Sander. Yeah, taking down the starport seems like a pretty good idea. Burrow the Widowmine. Wow. That Viking came out and died instantly. Tank down 2. I guess the Banshees are still trying to do stuff, but dude, there's a Void Ray back here. Sander run all of his SCVs away. This Widowmine refuses to burrow for reasons I don't understand. I mean, I guess Sander's attention is just elsewhere at this moment. Dude, missile turrets would have been so good. You knew all your opponent had to do was Void Rays. And you had 3 Marines back home to deal with that. A lot of bases under attack right now from Sander. Not looking good for him at all. That's a cancel on stim. Thank you very much. No stim allowed. Even better. Void Ray finds this base. Florencio's map awareness has just been fantastic right now. Banshees do take down the final Nexus for Florencio. So his income is 0 right now. All right. Interesting. Interesting stuff here. Oh my gosh, a turret. Go, 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 go. There it is. There go the multiple turrets, and the Void Rays have to retreat or explode. Holy crap. Sander maybe has done it. The Void Rays can't kill him, and that's all that exists right now are Void Rays. And a couple Oracles, I guess. And there's 1 cannon back here for Florencio. Alright, so trying to keep that barracks alive by repairing it, but sacrificing SCVs in the process. Is that even protected by these turrets? Build more turrets! He doesn't have the minerals for it. Where are your mules? Are you calling down mules? Not really. Maybe he already did. He's expanding here. He's expanded here. The one thing I am proud of Sander for doing is expanding everywhere, which is really saving his bacon right now. Remember what I said about that barracks not being safe from Void Rays? Is not safe from Void Rays. Oh crap, the main orbital command here is not safe from Void Rays. I don't know where that SCV was trying to go. Banshees wrecking these Banshees have been putting in so much work today. Depowers everything. Kill this. Kill the pylons. Kill the pylons. No. The last. No. Losing one. Losing one there. There's the repair. Build more turrets. Bring the Marines up. You have to save this base. Sneaky, sneaky base still exists here for Sander. Boy, is he spending his money well. Wait, what? Florencio built a new base in the bottom right. Factory done. Why are you repairing the factory? Oh, these Void Rays are doing serious 28, 27, and 10 kills on these Void Rays. It's insane. Marines fighting. Marines dying. Guys. I mean, I'm pretty sure the answer here, honestly, for Sander is make nothing but Marines with all of the money he has. Just 20-something Marines. That mule is making a cross-country trip to harvest from this location, which is sort of hilarious. Alright, so the barracks are safe, right? Because the turrets are beautiful. This Nexus finally finishing for Florencio after feels like probably eternity for him. And the Oracle says, no, you don't get any workers here at all. Thank you for asking. I like how this factory is smoking. Making a widow mine. Why are you building out here? Are you insane? Also, where's the engineering made? Lets you make these things. Whoa! I don't know. He done. What was that? That seemed abrupt. I guess this base was toast. His income was 0. I think that was the main problem. These void rays. 31 kills and 30 kills on these void rays. That might be the most kills I've ever seen on 2 void rays in my entire life. That is bonkers. Florencio does not disappoint. I don't even know how the so good. So wonderful. All right. Well, you know what? That is going to be it from me. So, well, actually, no, just for this game. I forgot. We have one more. It's going to be one more game from Florencio. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be another PBZ, and so it should be fantastic. Weird stuff, weird outcomes. It will not disappoint. I'll be right back. There we go. There's our music. It is year 0, and it is going to be Florencio versus Shorsky. Shorsky? Yeah, Shorsky. Top left-hand corner, the red Protoss player, Florencio. And in the top right-hand corner, the blue Zerg player, Shorsky. Man, these names are a little bit of a struggle today, but we will do our very best. Hey, you know there's Falcon Paladin merch? I will never forget the day somebody came in the Discord server and said, hey, you should sell stuff, Falcon. And I was like, what? We do. We have a store. Search Falcon Paladin and Shopify together in Google to find it. Also, there's a link in the description here, too, if you want a direct route to it. But yeah, we have hats, we have shirts, we have jackets, we've got pillows, we've got mugs. It's all sorts of stuff there if you want to see Falcon Paladin merchandise. Also, let me know if there's anything you'd like us to put in the store that doesn't exist there already. And we'll make it happen. Oh, this is very suspicious. There's your forge, there's your probe. I'm moving out in a very sneaky way. And Shorsky, again, going for the hatch first play with the Sloverlords and hoping it's going to be enough to win. Drives me nuts, these fellow Zerg players. It really does. I know you lose some mining time by losing that single drone, but by golly, seeing this forge is everything. It is everything to you. You know to look for this probe. You know to shut down this probe. And instead, Florencio being allowed to do whatever he wants here, and you are entirely 100% in the dark about this. See that? Dark. Darkness. And the probe, look at that probe just staying just outside of the range. Pylon on the way. This is a little bit of a late cannon rush because that forge is done. Should have thrown up a pylon earlier than this. So this could be a cannon at this stage, but whatever. It'll work out in the long run. Still, out of the vision. Here comes the drone down, and surprise! That's probably a cancel. Honestly, the drone does escape, though. I think that's a canceled hatchery, and he's going to try to expand down here for his natural instead. That's exactly what he did. Very nicely done. Man, sneaking that drone out was a huge victory for him. Bringing the drone down early to see what's going on. I think actually that drone might have been coming down to go for a third base anyway, which is absolutely hilarious. So Flo's going to go ahead and cannon rush this one, just because getting some lings out is going to be hard to do with these cannons. And then Florencio says, I'm going to expand down here. How does that sound to you? Overlord says, I don't see an expansion for you in the normal place. What's going on? The answer is this guy down in the bottom right-hand corner. So it's roaches, and it's going to be Spinecrawler from Shorsky. I'm not sure if that's the right answer here. He's going for a Lair 2 and getting double gas. So one base Ravager, pretty fantastic. Or rather, one base Ravager, 2 gas. pretty darn wonderful here in this situation. I don't know. Is Flo going to throw down a cannon here or not? Shorsky might just cancel and forcing Florencio to spend resources on stuff that doesn't do a whole lot for him. He's thinking about it. I think he's going to wait until it finishes and then chuck a cannon down there and then force Shorsky to deal with it. But you're making some roaches there. Indeed, some roaches in production from Shorsky. He's got a good amount of gas. He needs to saturate this now, though. He needs more gas than he has to make the Ravagers that he needs. Yeah, there we go. So 1 Ravager, enough gas for that, but it's 75 gas. It's really, really heavy amount of gas to go into those Ravagers. Finally saturating that second gas, but it's a little bit late for it now. And the lair finishes. I don't know what the lair's for. I'm going to be honest. Maybe roach speed. A roach came out of the wrong place. I'm going to turn himself into a Ravager and try to save this natural if he can, if at all zergly possible here. Roach comes down to scout what's going on, says, I understand now. So that's your 1 Ravager. And trying to take it down. Queen hitting it. Queen, no, can't get out. Gets body blocked by the other units here. And bam. All right, so 1 cannon down. Now the question is, can you hit that pylon? Do you guys have to work together? You have to work together. Take down the pylon together, guys. All right, well, one's making himself into a Ravager. He'll come back later, and he'll be useful then. All right, so saved it. Shorsky saved it by teching into Ravager. I'm liking this a lot here. Flo doesn't have anything back home. Well, Void Rays. Obviously, he's making Void Rays because that is how he runs, and that is how he flows. All right, so Void Rays coming in against Roach Ravager. Void Rays pretty fantastic, honestly. Don't lose any roaches. He lost a roach to this. Which is a little frustrating. Shouldn't really do that when you have 4 Ravagers here, but it's okay. It's okay. All right, so as far as Shorsky knows, all of the Protoss is gone from his side of the map, but no. Surprise, there's stuff down here. Now look, there's no expansion really from your Protoss opponent at a 5-minute mark of this game. I don't think so. I don't think so. How many queens do you have? The answer to that question is 0. Shorsky has 0 queens. He's making 2. He literally has nothing that can shoot up at this point, so he's just done. I don't know how he comes back from this at all, unless he base races it, but I mean, he recalls the Void Rays home and everything dies. All right, Shorsky, show me what to do. He's throwing up spores. He's trying to expand to his natural. I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, unfortunately, now the Roach and Ravager are here inside Florencio's base, and there's nothing to stop everything from dying. And Shorsky calls the GG. Does he think he's done? There's the recall. See, this is what I'm talking about. There is the recall. Corrosive Bile does not get... Oh, it almost got one of the Void Rays. Oh, that would have been huge. That would have been massive to get one of the Void Rays. Once again, we're going to see some hero Void Rays here out of Florencio. Now, at this point, you're not going to get them. They're dodging. They're dodging as much as they want at this stage. Everything is going to die. The Ravagers are the threat. There's your dodge. Yeah, I mean, Ravagers, for how strong they are, they kind of suck with Corrosive Bile, because unless your target is holding still, it's really easy to dodge that stuff. Oh, Florencio calling out the GG for you. Shorsky's upset. Shorsky is a mad Zerg, which I don't know if I can necessarily blame him for that. Alright, so some spores are getting tossed down. Spines are coming down here too with a natural base. The Void Rays are coming with murder on their minds. 6 kills and 10 kills, respectively, on those dudes. The probes are transferring down. At this point, Shorsky knows that his opponent is not being revealed. Not being revealed. And as a result... Oh, this hatchery... Nah. Spore Crawler, Reburrow. Spore Crawler, Reburrow. Spore Crawler, stupid pathing. Get around the spine. This is brutal. This is brutal to watch. 2 more Void Rays show up. Ugh. But the hatch is saved. The hatch is saved as Florencio decides discretion is the better part of valor. Moves into the main base to see what's going on with that. Gonna try to supply block Shorsky, and by golly, he will. $100 I win, says Shorsky. Using prismatic alignment on queens does not help, but it's still pretty good in the naturals. Toast. We're 1 base to 1 base now. 26 to 17 workers in favor of Florencio. PayPal bet? Are these guys friends? These must be friends, Shorsky. It's gotta know Florencio personally here. What are you? Really? Okay, I guess. $100. How? Does he know about this yet? He still doesn't know about this. Why are you making bets when you don't know everything that Florencio has? Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, my gas income. Hey, look, hiders are present. Some pretty good stuff. Dude, you gotta be scouting better than this. You know your opponent. He never got revealed, which means he has another base. Which means, okay, I get where Shorsky's coming from. He thinks he has one base, and Flo has no bases. But, oh, he's noticing over here. Shorsky. This is my annoyed sound. Shorsky's down to 8 drones, you guys. Hydralisk then gets focused down. Void Raid, pretty decent unit in situations like this. The ability to attack air and ground and do bonus damage versus armored is just insanely good. Maybe come home and save your stuff, guy. Why do you think you're base racing? Your opponent has more than you think. Oh, don't trap them over there. Don't trap them over there. They're trapped over there, guys. The Zerg units are trapped. I mean, 2 Hydras, really? You can't 1-to-1 here? Oh, this is incredible. This is the hammer. This is it right here. This is billion oracles, 3 more void rays present. Did he recall those home? I think he recalled those home. Shorsky, you never got the message your opponent is being revealed. This is such a key thing to understand. No, maybe they're not friends. Who is this guy? Who is this Shorsky? Why would he be so confident? I don't understand it at all. I really don't. He still doesn't know. He still doesn't know. It's a lot of HP on that lair, but it's gonna go down, and that's it. See, now this message, you have not rebuilt your base and you are being revealed. That's the one that you were looking for so long ago. Oh, Shorsky says, I found your nexus. No, you didn't, though. You found the one, the decoy nexus. You ever heard of the Florencio files? I got 200 viewers. He's just chatting around. Hey, you didn't win. $50 to 18 army supply. Oh no, this is on YouTube. This is 100% on YouTube, Shorsky. I don't know who you are, man, but this might be the biggest example of unearned confidence I've ever seen in StarCraft. I've never seen somebody want to put money down on a match when they were in such a horrible position. Shorsky looking around. I don't know. There's nothing left. You must be done. Oh, hold on. He found it. He found the base that Florencio took approximately 10 minutes ago. He rebuilt his base. Hey, look at that, Shorsky. It's not too bad, is it? I don't think so. These queens are going to win the game. All the hiders are gone. That's a problem. It's 52 to 8 army supply. 4 queens versus 5 zealots, 3 void rays, 10 oracles. Are you a man of your word? Yeah, he's quiet now because he knows. He knows he done messed up, fool. He done messed up. The drones are fighting for their lives. The Void Rays are taking down the spawning pool. Not that it really matters at this point. I mean, honestly, just kill the spores, man. Zealots, kill the spores. And then we move it in and we win. I mean, we move it in anyway. Florencio's being just unreasonably cautious here. Random olds. Oh, the stasis in case the drones try to run. Nice. Not bad. Single probe. For some reason, Florencio is living up there. I don't understand why. There we go. And that's it. The rage quit. No PayPal given. And Shorsky owes Florencio $100. We all saw it here. We saw it here on the YouTube channel. If you ever see Shorsky on ladder, be sure to tell him he owes Florencio $100. Don't let him forget this. That was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. This base stayed hidden for so long. So very, very long. Always know if your opponent's doing something stupid and they haven't expanded by the 7-minute mark, 5-minute mark of the game, just send overlords around, send some lings around, just scout it out, see if you can find it at the very least. I mean, yeah, it was good. It was a good game. The initial denial of the natural base, which Shorsky responded to properly by canceling it and taking it down here, which he then saved from further cannon rush, which was genius. But then the Void Rays were a problem. The Void Ray follow-up is always a problem. You just got to have spores. You got to have queens to deal with it. Tech into Hydras, and you can call it good. All right, so Florencio with a 3-0 today on the Go With The Flow series. Well done by him. Really crazy stuff as usual. Highly entertaining, non-standard StarCraft, which is what we're all about, right? It's what we're all about, is really weird, non-standard stuff, because we've all seen the same builds before. The meta changes, but it changes slowly. But be able to say, aha, this is how StarCraft can be played if you are creative enough. It's inspiring, right? It's inspiring, it's encouraging. Protoss players should really try to emulate Florencio as much as they can, just for the lulz, right? Just for the lulz. A little bit more lulz here in the StarCraft universe. All right, good. Good. That's going to be it from me today for your Sunday series. It has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. I'll go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also find me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.